Holy cow. Good and ready. I got Martin here. We call him Lamp. His leg, you know, his body is. It's Lamp.
I think for Mike Tyson, he's going to be very frustrated. He will want to lay a shot on him to get rid of him, but unfortunately, you slow down Father Time gets the better of us all.
The fight between Floyd Mayweather and Mike Tyson is approaching, with both legends pushing themselves in training camps. At 59, Tyson remains remarkably strong and sharp, showing intense dedication to the sport.
You're good. You're good. In the perfect time, you're perfect place now. Where's Mike? Put everything together. So mentally, physically, we're excited, man. Excited. If the fight was next Saturday, you will be ready for it. So we talk about Roy was 4 years ago. Today, Mike is much better than he was when he fought.
The fight between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Mike Tyson is drawing closer, with both legends pushing themselves through demanding training camps. At 59, Tyson remains impressively strong and sharp, displaying relentless dedication to the sport. Meanwhile, 48-year-old Floyd Mayweather Jr. continues to train relentlessly, maintaining his trademark speed, defensive brilliance, and razor-sharp precision with disciplined focus.
Strong. Mike's just different. I've worked with some very exceptional athletes throughout my life, and they're all remarkable in their own way, but Mike's just a whole different animal.
What we doing?
We'll do one more set. Get 12 reps. It's the heaviest we've gone on this. So just focus on perfect form for 12 reps.
233 today. Contact for 230.
12 is all we need.
I'm over there 225, 228 up.
Lean mean.
Big
Lean
chest.
mean.
1. There we go. 2, 3, 4. Good work. 8. 4 more. 9, 10. 2 more, Mike. 11 and 12.
Rafael Cordero, Mike Tyson's trainer, says Tyson is exceptional at 59, still looking sharp while handling intense training sessions, sparring, and full routines with remarkable strength and unwavering focus. On the other hand, Floyd Mayweather Jr. has also begun training for the upcoming fight against Mike Tyson, working the pads and displaying his signature speed and sharp timing.
Exhibition-ending thing, right? Where they both get their hands raised, no one gets touched with any sort of violence or anything, and we leave going, yeah, that was super embarrassing. I just either wasted my money or wasted my time. But hey, good for Mike and Floyd that they got paid. You know what I mean? Like, they're asking us to watch a boxing match. We're going to go watch some sort of attempt to perform, but it won't be anything close to what we want. So yeah, man, I just think it's sad. I think it's embarrassing for Floyd mainly that he needs to keep doing this, and maybe a little bit for Mike. I feel more bad for Mike than anything. I feel a little bit more embarrassed for Floyd after flexing all that money for years and years to have to come back, and the tax man needs his 20 mil and the debt collectors need their 50 mil, and now he's in a lawsuit with Showtime because it's clearly becoming a financial issue with Floyd. That's an embarrassing thing for him, but maybe the same with Mike. It's just more sad. Like, you look at Mike like, damn, dude, this is what we have to do.
While the fight continues to generate excitement, it has also attracted criticism. Wade Plemons remarks that it is unfortunate to see legends competing at this stage of their lives purely for financial reasons, describing the matchup as a clear money grab.
This is an argument that's going to be held out in public.
How's this going to work, though? Because there's such a big disparity in size. As you said, there's going to be a huge difference in speed as well. Are there going to have to be some special rules in place for this fight?
Well, if there are rules, nobody's going to stick to them. I don't believe in a million years Floyd Mayweather is going to stick to any script that's been written in regards to this exhibition. And I don't think Mike will either. I don't think, if there's anything scripted, allegedly, they said with Mike and Jake Paul, I don't think whatever's written down, there's going to be anybody sticking to the rules, because this is beyond what we see on TV. This is beyond this is personal. These two guys worked together previously and still do probably.
Former world champion Johnny Nelson has shared his thoughts on the upcoming exhibition bout between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Mike Tyson.
Even though I think when it comes to a fan's favourite, I'm quite sure most of the fans would love to see Mike Tyson put Floyd in his place, and that's probably what will be the attraction as well. But you've got to remember, Mike Tyson's 59 years old. You've got to remember, Floyd Mayweather is still hitting the bag in the gym. He's still moving around, even though he's 48 years old. So you've got to remember that. So you're going to buy into it, no matter how disgusting you think this fight is, no matter what complaints you have about it, you're going to buy into it because you're going to see an argument played out in real life, real time.
Yeah, but can you understand, though, why a lot of fight fans don't want to see this? They don't want to see two guys who are past their best, two great champions, go out and fight each other and maybe tarnish their career in some way.
Completely. But you've got to remember, these guys are individuals, their fathers, their brothers, or whatever, and they still want to earn a massive chunk of money. Where's Mike Tyson? Whatever are they getting?
Focusing on the challenges and dynamics of the matchup, he highlighted the significant differences in size and speed between the two fighters, raising questions about how these disparities would be managed and whether special rules might be necessary. Nelson expressed skepticism that any formal guidelines or scripts would be strictly followed, noting that Floyd Mayweather Jr. is unlikely to stick to a set plan, and Mike Tyson would likely do the same.
No sense. It made no sense how he looked coming up to the Jake Paul fight. He had abs again, which was crazy at 58, turning 59, man. If I have a portion of that still left at that age, then fair play to him. But yeah, man, this is sad. I don't have really any other words other than just this is disappointing. It speaks to the real problem in single athlete sports and really all sports. If you're mismanaging your money, and listen, there's a lot of money in boxing right now. And there was a lot of money in boxing when Mike Tyson was great, and there was a lot of money in boxing when Floyd was great. But if you don't have the right people around you, if you have people you can't trust, and it shows how scummy this business has been for a very long time. The Don King robbery of Mike Tyson. Apparently, allegedly, Floyd is saying Showtime and Al Heyman have done the same to him. We'll see how true that is. But if you're out here mismanaging your money, or people are mismanaging and stealing your money.
He described the event as being more personal than a typical exhibition, pointing to the history between the two fighters and the lack of positive interactions he has observed between them. Nelson also reflected on the age factor, noting that Mike Tyson has previously faced much younger opponents, such as Jake Paul, and considered the challenges of competing at a high level well past peak athletic years. He suggested that the combination of age, experience, and competitive nature makes this exhibition especially unpredictable and intense. Nelson's insights highlight the unique nature of the fight, where legacy, personal history, and individual skill all contribute to an event that is as much about spectacle and strategy as it is about sport.
Let them get their money. they're going to make a lot of money. Mike Tyson makes the money to give to his kids. Floyd makes the money to show us, right? Let them make their money. Why not? It's an exhibition style. They got history. They don't like each other. They are two of the biggest imposing figures in boxing history. Mike Tyson, Floyd Mayweather, and Muhammad Ali. Right? So they gonna make a lot of money. A lot of people gonna tune in and they gonna watch it. They don't like each other. So even though it's an exhibition style, you best believe it's not gonna count against their actual record, but it's a real fight. And Mike Tyson is not gonna hold back no punches like he did with Jake Paul. And Floyd Mayweather ain't gonna hold back no punch.
Many observers, including commentators like Wade Plemons, have pointed to recent legal and financial developments surrounding Floyd Mayweather Jr. to argue that his upcoming exhibition against Mike Tyson is driven more by money than by competitive legacy. Mayweather has filed a major lawsuit in California against Showtime Networks Incorporated and former Showtime Sports president Steven Espinoza, claiming they were involved in a long-running financial scheme that left a significant portion of his career earnings missing or unaccounted for. According to the legal filing, Mayweather alleges that roughly $340 million of his fight purses from events including his blockbuster bouts with Manny Pacquiao and Conor McGregor were diverted into accounts outside of his control with misleading documentation and inaccessible records. His lawsuit asserts claims of breach of fiduciary duty, fraud, and unjust enrichment, seeking recovery of the misappropriated funds along with punitive damages. Some analysts interpret this legal battle, combined with Mayweather's continued participation in high-profile exhibitions, as evidence that financial pressures rather than purely sporting motives are influencing his decisions in retirement.
Against Mike Tyson, you could believe that. This is gonna be a real fight. Once it's exhibition style, so it won't count against their box rec, and it's not sanctioned by a commission or any of that or that, but you best believe they're gonna wanna, so they're gonna make a lot of money, and it's gonna be entertaining because they don't like each other. There's bad blood. They're gonna let them fly, and neither one of them wants to go home saying they lost to the other one. Mike Tyson has been, making passes at trying to, he wanted to hit Floyd at the WBC convention. Remember that famous epic moment where he walks up past Floyd and he's receiving his belt and he just flinches at Floyd and Floyd don't budge. You're just looking at him, right? Mike Tyson always say he a scared little man walking around with all the security. They don't like each other. It's bad blood. So
meanwhile, others have offered a more understanding perspective on exhibition fights involving veteran athletes. They argue that there is no shame in pursuing financial opportunities later in life, especially when the athletes have devoted their entire careers to the sport and have earned the right to capitalize on their legacy. From this viewpoint, the exhibition between legends like Mike Tyson and Floyd Mayweather Jr. is seen not as a desperate move, but as a practical and legitimate way to secure substantial earnings even decades after their prime competitive years. These analysts stress that longevity in sports often brings challenges, including decreased physical performance and the necessity of carefully managing financial stability post-retirement.
It's kind of,
it's weird.
I don't want Jake to sue me. They're not. It's not like a real scrap. It's not real.
Really? So they're not trying to knock each other out?
No.
Well, Mike Tyson and Floyd Mayweather don't like each other. They have not liked each other forever.
Tyson and Mayweather.
Yes.
But they like
Mike
money.
Tyson and Mayweather don't like each other.
Huh.
If there's a fight that might be real, like where Mike Tyson might say, I'm going to knock this motherfucker out, or I'm going to try to knock this motherfucker out.
Floyd? They wouldn't fight.
Yeah, because if you look at like the Jake Paul fight, no disrespect, and if you look at the Roy Jones fight, no disrespect.
Yeah.
They look like they were sparring.
Yeah.
Right? It looked like there was agreements made.
Yeah.
He's still in shape. He's still fit.
They're both old as
Old as
This is the boxing.
How old is Mayweather?
67.
Dude, Bernard
49?
Hopkins was
49.
still at the best in the world at 50.
Yep.
I mean, that's incredible.
That doesn't mean shit though. With this, because he was
Kentucky's got-
active fighting contenders.
Kentucky's
You're
got
talking about
Gomez
retired
on the
guys.
ground.
You're talking about two retired guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fighting the
that's
exhibition.
so
It's just
weird.
money grabs.
It's
just,
so weird,
Yeah, it is weird. It's money grabs. I don't like it, but it's fun. It's something to watch.
I'll hate on it, but I'll tune in.
Yeah, I'll tune in. It's but it's not really fight.
By taking part in high-profile exhibitions, fighters can leverage their fame, experience, and enduring skill to generate significant income while continuing to engage with fans and the sport they love. This perspective emphasizes respect for personal choice and career management, framing the pursuit of earnings through exhibitions as a smart, proactive decision rather than a sign of weakness or desperation. Ultimately, many view these fights as both a celebration of lasting talent and a practical acknowledgement of the realities athletes face in the later stages of their careers.
Said when Mike Tyson fought Jake Paul, that was the same. But back then, we didn't know what was going to happen with that fight, because it was like, has Mike Tyson still got a little bit to be able to knock out Jake Paul? And we didn't know what to expect, because Mike was putting work in the build-up to that fight, talking about how he's going to destroy Jake Paul. So we kind of believed that. But now, Money Mayweather is doing what he's done throughout his full career. He's waited for the guy to box and then see what they're like, and then it's like, oh yeah, I'll be able to beat him. I mean, remember when Floyd fought Manny Pacquiao? Like, he waited until Manny got knocked spark out from Marquez, and then he was like, yeah, now's my time to fight him. I just don't believe that Floyd would have fought Mike Tyson if Mike Tyson didn't fight Jake Paul. But Floyd seen that Mike Tyson couldn't hardly walk to the ring. When he got to the ring, he couldn't move around. Jake Paul was running circles around him. And that being said, I'm a huge Mike Tyson fan, like huge, but we see what Floyd's doing here. He's like,
Joe Rogan shared his thoughts on the upcoming exhibition between Mike Tyson and Floyd Mayweather Jr.
The people like me and you if you're a fighter. But for someone like Floyd Mayweather and Mike Tyson, they earned absolutely millions of dollars for like me and you if you're a fighter. So we've got to make as much money as we can while we can, and then get out of the sport. But with these two, they're multi-millionaires. And I want to get into the tail of the tape and talk about exactly the records and all of that stuff with it. But first, I just want to say, like, I believe that these are doing this for different things. Mike Tyson is doing it purely for the money. Purely for the money. Floyd is doing it for the money as well, but also I believe Floyd's doing it for that limelight. You've seen the numbers that Mike Tyson, Jake Paul got, and I think this is the most viewed fight of all time, Mike Tyson, Jake Paul. I might be wrong in saying that, but I'm sure it was. It was hosted on Netflix. And Floyd's been one in the past with his ego that he wants to just, be in that limelight.
Tony Jeff shared his analysis of the upcoming exhibition between Mike Tyson and Floyd Mayweather Jr. comparisons to Tyson's previous bout against Jake Paul. He noted that during the build-up to the Tyson-Paul fight, there was uncertainty about whether Tyson still possessed the power and skill to secure a knockout. Tyson trained intensely and publicly declared his intentions, giving fans and analysts confidence in his capability. Jeffer contrasts this with Mayweather's approach, highlighting that throughout his career, Floyd Mayweather Jr. has carefully chosen the timing of his fights, often waiting for opponents to reveal weaknesses before making his move.
Seem to be, though, is less so a fight promotion and more so rights holders. They hold the global rights to HBO World Championship Boxing and a number of other Comcast events. Basically, their business is they lease out the rights for footage to old fights to different networks or entities. So it is a bit weird to see them involved in a fight which I would have to assume the cost would be close to 9 figures to stage. It's just honestly puzzling, but seeing there's apparently more information about broadcast partnerships to come, I guess we'll see soon who else is involved. But bottom line, why is this happening?
He cited the example of Floyd Mayweather Jr. waiting to face Manny Pacquiao after Pacquiao had suffered a major loss to Juan Manuel Marquez. Jeffer believes that Mayweather likely would not have agreed to face Mike Tyson if he had not seen Tyson struggle against Jake Paul, who was able to move freely around the ring while Tyson appeared limited. He emphasizes that the two fighters are motivated by different factors. Tyson is driven primarily by money, while Mayweather is capitalizing on the opportunity to earn millions, a strategy consistent throughout his career.
His last outing with Paul has set the groundwork to show just how big an exhibition fight can truly be. Now, exhibitions are a thing we've seen throughout the history of boxing. It's nothing new. Even the great Ali ended up in odd exhibitions for big paydays. Yet what Paul Tyson showed is you can take a fighter like Tyson, who doesn't have much left to give, and whip up a promotion to make the public believe he's back in his prime, and as a result do some of the biggest numbers seen in the last decade. The quality of the fight itself doesn't matter because, hey, you're already watching. And at a guess, that's exactly what they're gonna try to do here. In the press release, they didn't really talk about how great of a fight it's gonna be, rather how robust their promotional campaign will be, with weekly premium storytelling, which of course probably will do numbers. And they didn't just choose Tyson and Mayweather because they're two massive names.